Oh, well, it's going to be a funny one today. Welcome back to Conflate. Blah, 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 blah. Should we just start again? Welcome back to Conflate. My name is Joe Remnants. It is the final instalment. It's the last show of the day. We have got some incredible deals for you. Nothing has sold out yet, but it is about to, because I need to tell you about this, which is our Crafty Fun collection, which is this one just here. It's the art for the artist in your life. It is limited stock, however, so you're going to need to be quick for this. I'm not Leann Chivers, just so you wondered. Charlotte's lost it in there. She's tickled. She's tickled pink. In here, what you're going to get is you're going to get the stylish stationery, which is this one just here. You're also getting in here as well this one just here, which is the stamps, as you can see. What has happened? We've also got this in here as well, which are your tools of the trade, and you're going to get this just here as well, which is your artist palette, which is awesome. £8 or $13 if you want to get your hands on that little collection. Now, the great thing about this is it should be $28.96 or $44.80. However, as a platinum member, £6.40 or $10.40, saving you $22.56 or $34.40. It's so incredibly busy. Now, it's not just that on the show. No, there is absolutely loads of stuff coming up in this show. I'm really excited. Well, guys, no, hang on. Before we do the steals, I completely forgot. How rude of me. I've even said hello to Leann. I just presume you heard her rabbiting on at the start of the show there. How are you, Leann?
I'm very well. Do you know what I like to do, Joe? I like to read the translations on our packaging and try and pronounce the words.
What were you saying?
Schneidenplatten.
What is that?
It's double-sided dice.
Schneidenplatten.
There's plaques de corte para.
Right.
Plaques de coupon.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they don't say them in the Geordie accent like me. And Schneidenplatten for Doppelstieg Stanzen.
I think I've eaten one of those. Sounds like a kartoffelpuffer. I love
trying to say it. I mean, it's fabulous. And I do it very badly, but I try to educate myself and read the translations on our packaging and pronounce them.
Schönefleider is lovely Lidex. Schönefleider.
Schönefleider, see?
Sounds like what's it? When you take pride in someone doing something awful. Schadenfreude. That's what it sounds like.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Let's look at those steals, because we need all the help we can get in this 7 p.m. show today. One for all you Avenue Q fans out there. Now, here is the first item, the Chloe Frilly dress, which is this one here, stamp and die set collection for you. You're getting that gorgeous love sentiment as well from the Rose Gold collection, which is awesome. Do make sure you grab that. We've got the Gemini Floral Embossing Folder collection with the gilding wax here for you, $18.98 or $26.94 if you want to get your hands on those. Do you want some double-sided box dies? Of course you do. You can get them with the gorgeous ribbons there as well. I was going to pronounce that one, but I can't see the name. You've also got a birthday collection. This is great. You've got double-sided dies, edgeable dies, and some stamps in here as well, which is wunderbar, which is wonderful if you wondered. You've also got some stamps and dies in here as well. Now these are the gorgeous ones that have all of the foods on there. So we're talking about cookies, we're talking about things like hot chocolates. If you want to go for the layering stencils, we've got those on the show for you as well, £5.59 or $5.56. Loads of you are saying hello already. We're going to get all the salacious gossip this evening. I can feel it. Christine Detro saying hello from North Carolina. Eleanor is in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I want to go there. Scranton, Pennsylvania. Sounds like it would be a fun place to go, doesn't it?
Especially if there was plenty of Scranton.
Sorry?
Especially if there was plenty of Scranton.
Scranton.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah. Is Scran short for something, or is it just that word?
Scran.
It's just Scran, isn't it?
I think it's just, is it not a northeast word for food?
Yes, exactly, yeah. But I wonder if it has I didn't know if it's shortened. Probably not. Someone let us know. Suzette's here, Mary, Pat, Beth. Everyone's in tonight. Honestly, there's a right old party going on in the comments. Gilmore's here. I can see Lynn Jones. BA is in upstate New York. Gilmore's, he needs a laugh. They need the laugh, sorry, today. Cherry says, hi all. I just received 2 box dies in a mystery bag. Can't wait to use them. And Lynn saying good evening as well. Lynn in the lovely Essex. Right, absolutely loads in the show this evening. We're going to start, I believe, Leann, with the double-sided boxes. Now, just to give you an idea of the value here, the boxes, $29.99 or $39.99 is what you should be paying, but you're not. You're paying £22 or $17.60 as a platinum member, $30 or $24, and we're throwing in the caramel and cream ribbon for free, which is a caramel und cream if you're in Germany. That is honestly what it says.
Surely there's got to be a word for caramel.
Caramel. It is. It's caramel. It's caramel with a K instead of a C and an extra L.
Right, okay.
Caramel.
Okay,
und
caramel.
creme.
Okay. Gansveil Gluck.
Sorry?
Gansveil Gluck.
Dansveil Gluck.
Is good luck.
Ah.
Because I went to a German trade show, which was fantastic in, I forget. Oh, the
Frankfurt.
Begins with an O. It'll come back to me. I can't remember. It was a beautiful, stunning, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Spent 4 days there at a trade show, demonstrating with spectrum.
In Germany?
In Germany.
It starts with an O.
I'm sure
Big
it was
city.
an O. It was a village more. A village.
Well, I mean, it could be anywhere. Ida Oberstein? That's where one of our crafters lives. That's the nice stuff to hear that
I can't remember. Anyway, it was absolutely beautiful, and I spent 4 days demonstrating our Spectrum Noir pens with a little mushroom stamp that they gave me, that they wanted me to demonstrate with, and underneath it said Gansveil Gluck, which was good luck with a little mushroom stamp on there, and I must have stamped and coloured 270 of them. So I always remember that is how you say, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that stands for good luck. Anyway, there we are. So that's my story. I loved it. I had the best. Is it Spretzler?
Spretzel.
Spretzel?
Yeah, is it like the little dumpling noodly things? Oh yeah, which is like what's the Austrians called noodles. Oh, did you have the schnitzels when you went as well?
Yes, I had schnitzel and I had a massive bratwurst. It was absolutely and big pretzels as well. Absolutely fabulous.
Love a big pretzel.
Anyway, double-sided box dice, guys. That's because I'm hungry. That's why I'm
starving
hungry,
now.
I'm starving. Are amazing. This is fabulous. So Joe quite rightly said on the previous craft vault this morning, where would you even begin to start trying to do a hexagon shaped box? And that is a true story. I wouldn't have a clue where to start. Our Sarah Scissorhands, she's fantastic at doing things like this on the Ultimate Pro. I'm completely and utterly useless at it. And so having a set of dies, which allows me to get this beautiful little...
Stop the show.
Okay, I'll stop the show.
Christine Koppenrath has come to the rescue. Oberhuizen?
It might have been Oberhuizen.
Or was it Oldenburg or Osnabrück?
Might have been Osnabrück.
Might have been.
I don't know.
Leann doesn't know. Andrea, Christine, thanks for your enthusiasm.
Christine
back on with the show.
Christine Koppenrath is a crafter's companion friend. She knows Sarah's husband, Simon Davis.
She does indeed. They used to work together.
They used to work together, and Christine sends us the best chocolate.
So good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to eat all the chocolate Easter.
And very good colourist is our Christine. Okay, but thank you for that, Christine. Haven't seen you for a long time, and let alone hugged you. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So the double-sided box dies will do all of the hard work for you, and they'll do it in one go because it is a double-sided die. Now, if you don't know what a double-sided die is, if you're new to double-sided dies, then... let me explain to you what it is. Usually with a thin metal cutting die, you have one side of your die which has the raised edge and lets you do the cutting. With our double-sided dies, you've got a cutting edge on the top and a cutting edge on the bottom. So by running it through with the special plates for our Gemini or our Junior, you get 2 pieces cut for the price of 1. So twice the cut in half the time.
Now, I know we had the conversation about the MIDI because we kind of worked it out in the show, didn't we? And had a bit of a chat about it. What is the advice for using these in the MIDI? Or does it go in the midi?
They will fit in.
Yeah.
And we did get our double-sided dice to work in the mini and the midi, didn't we? So the advice is just put it into your folder with 2 pieces of cards either side and wind it through. You wouldn't be able to do that with card which is too thick, not as thick as you would get in the Gemini or the Junior, because obviously you've got that static sandwich with the folder-based system. So this card, the pearlescent card that it comes with, you know, the one that we've got in the 12 by 12 pad, that would work really well. Just try not to force too much through, and be aware that by doing that and cutting on the top and the bottom at the same time, you would lose some longevity in terms of how long your cutting folder will last. As long as you're okay with that, then. Brilliant, thanks for that. I couldn't remember if there was a shim or something, so I'm glad we refreshed that. I'm absorbing and committing that to memory now. It's in, thank you. Good, you're welcome, my pleasure. So I've got a piece of cardstock there, then I've got my die. I'll just move that so you can see there. And then I've got my die, and then another piece of cardstock on top. And that's the different thing about using our double-sided dies. You've got a piece of card underneath and a piece of card on top. Now, what I like to do is just secure that, just to stop them all wobbling around when I put them in the machine. Just keeps things where they should be. And then I've got 2 more pieces here for a smaller box, and I've got my double-sided die again. So I've got, because I'm using my Gemini plates, I can do them all in one pass. So I've got my piece of cardstock, my double-sided die, my piece of cardstock again, and then I just like to keep everything still with a bit of repositionable tape. I then put my double-sided die plate on top. I then put my clear plate on top. So I've got clear plate, double-sided die plate, card, die, card, double-sided die plate, clear plate, and then that whole sandwich goes through the machine. Now these box dies, this particular hexagon one, these will work on your Junior if you would like them to. You don't have to use the Gemini. I've got my Gemini out because I can do the lid, the two boxes, lid and base, all at the same time. But if you've got a Junior at home, get your Junior double-sided die plates, and this particular size of box will work in your Junior for you. So I've run that through, lifted up the sandwich. There already are 2 of my box pieces, either lid or base. They have just fallen out of the top of that double-sided die. Now when I pick this up, I can move that away, so there's the piece where that's come from, take up my die, and then there is the counterpart. So I've cut lid and base in one pass for both of these boxes, the large and the small. Isn't that fantastic, Joe? And I've done it that quickly in a 16 to 18 second pass on my Gemini machine, and everything now is cut to the perfect size for me to assemble it. And the assembly is really very, very easy. So I'll just move these to one side. And then I've got my tape pen. Now, just before I start using the tape pen to put them together, what I do like to do is burnish all the folds. So I'm just looking. I wonder where my creation station went from earlier. Somebody stole it. It's got all of the bone folders in. Let me see what I can use instead of a bone folder. Do you want me to let you go get one? Yes, please. Is that okay?
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Do that. I've got a fun fact for you from Anne Kalinauskas in Connecticut, who says German and English are very closely related linguistically. In fact, English is the most widely spoken of what are considered the Germanic languages. Fun fact for the day. There you are. Carol has got a question for Leann about. Has got a question for Leann about the double-sided box dice, so I'll wait for Leann to come back. Johnny, how are we doing on the stock of the Sarah Signature Collection? 2% of the stock is now left. 2%. So you are going to need to be really, really fast. Right, Leann, I've got a question for you. Yeah. Carol Guy wants to know. It's about the double-sided box dies. I have trouble with the scoring lines on top of the box. The score can sometimes split. I've tried 1 plastic shim, 1 clear plate, 2 double-sided plates. I still does it. I can't think of anyone to decrease the pressure. Do you have any tips?
For the double-sided box dies? Right, so you shouldn't be shimming at all.
Right.
So what the sandwich you should use is clear plate, double-sided die plate, card, die, card, double-sided die plate, clear plate. When you do that, you shouldn't have an issue. The only thing I can say is that maybe you're using a thinner cardstock than is recommended. So
Okay.
if you've got almost like a scrapbook paper weight of cardstock, because I know you do call that cardstock often. Don't know whether in the UK or the USA when we're chatting there, but if you're in the USA, I know we often call scrapbook paper cardstock over in the USA, and we would call that paper here in the UK. So it might be that you need to up the weight of your cardstock a little bit.
Because you would imagine that more weight cardstock would increase the pressure, but I guess not enough that it makes a difference of the card actually staying together. Fantastic.
No, yes. No, so actually, when you put the thicker cardstock in, it means the scoring lines can't get through it, so you don't get the splitting.
Awesome, fabulous. I hope that answers your question. Your bone folder's just arrived.
Thanks.
Tiny says, hi, crafters from Minnesota. Big hi, and thank you to Joe and Leann. We've got to see it. Do you keep smiling at them every time you go past? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think I was ranting actually. I think what I was doing was going past.
Were you muttering? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sarah came in and stole your workstation apparently between shows.
Rude.
Not that I'm onto grass, obviously.
We've got it back.
Can you use the double-sided dies in other machines? Great question. As in other brands of machines.
There's nothing to stop you trying. However, the plates that we use with our double-sided dies are specific to make them work very well because you've got that cutting top and bottom. I don't know about other machines in terms of what their sandwiches are, whether that would cut through any kind of magnetic shim or plastic shim or paper shim or anything you've got in there. So these dies are manufactured to work in the Gemini with the double-sided die plates. Now, I'm sure there are people out there who have tried to make them work in other machines and you would need to look for that. I can't recommend now that it would work because we specifically did the depth of the die to work with those extra cutting plates in the Gemini machine.
I hope that answers your question, Maddie. Eleanor's enjoying the show, and Valerie says Crafts of Companion are unparalleled. Love that word, Leann, don't you? Unparalleled.
I do. It's very, I was going to say demonstrable, but it's not demonstrable because that's demonstrating.
Very descriptive.
Descriptive, thank you.
I mean, we're basically...
Do you know what I like?
We are half a good human each this evening. Put us together, we make one sort of on-it TV crafting presenter.
Yeah, I'm not feeling on it tonight, I have to say.
You're not feeling on it?
No.
It's because you're hungry, that's why. You should have had your dinner already.
It's because I'm hungry. But back to words. I love words. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be able to communicate without them. But I like to find new words. And if I'm reading a book or a novel and I see a word that I don't know, I will stop reading, even if I'm at a good bit, go and find that word and understand it.
I struggle
like
with
to do that.
affect and affect.
Yes.
What other words do you struggle with? Protagonist and antagonist?
Oh.
Is that another one I struggle with?
Well, yes, and I mean, so I'm with you on that because antagonist is somebody who actively.
Yeah. So a protagonist is
drama.
someone is more of the on the receiving end of the drama that's created.
Yes.
Rather than the one that. So if you're antagonising, you are great. Well, I'll remember that one now. Thanks, Leann.
So I always think of antagonising as attacking.
Yes.
And then
and being a protagonist, protecting.
Yes, protecting.
Oh, that's probably where the words come from, you know. I mean, look at us. Look, we're working out the dilemmas of life live for you. Hearing those clocks and cogs whirring. Jeffrey says, good evening from a sunny day here in New Hampshire. It's only 17 Fahrenheit, minus 8 degrees C with 10 to 15 mile gust of wind, making it feel like minus 14 degrees. Spring is still 34 days away. Oh, Jeffrey. Honestly, I thought it was tomorrow. I thought it was next week.
What, spring?
Yeah.
No.
34 days.
Spring's the end of March, isn't it?
There's still snow on the ground out there, you know. It's freezing out there. Absolutely freezing.
It is.
Rosalind reads a dictionary.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that, Rosalind. I do love learning new words and exploring the dictionary to find words that maybe I've never heard before that I could have in conversation. I just find it fascinating.
One of my new ones that I've picked up during lockdown, loads of them, obviously my favourite one maybe is conflate.
Oh, what does that mean,
Conflate means when you talk about something but insinuate something else for your own benefit.
Oh.
So Yeah, I can't give you an example without getting really political, so we're not going to go there. But it's when you try to make something appear to be, but without saying it, kind of thing. Or it's a bit like confusing, but different. That's a really bad... I'm going to get... Googling.
Yeah, do it. That sounds very interesting, that, because I think a lot of us will have experienced that at some point in our life.
So basically, the simple definition is to bring together, confuse, or to combine as two readings of a text into a composite whole.
Oh.
So it means when you bring two things together, one is fact, one isn't, and make them the same thing, basically.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
So there we go.
Gorgeous box.
I've just been gluing the little tabs as they went round, and
You're
then doing all my
conflating the top and bottom of that box.
was I really? And then I've got the top and bottom fits together perfectly. You can see that there. Fits absolutely perfectly together. And then what I've got is just some bits of decoration. You don't need to see me doing that because there's so much to see. But you can decorate it up and actually move them to one side. Look, this is what happens where we've got the little box stuck on top of the big one, and that's the same one I've just cut out. Decorate it with some flowers. You've got your tops and bottoms go together perfect. And actually what I like to do, and we haven't done on this one, and I'm just going to show you, I like to make the inside of my box just as pretty as the outside of my box. And if you use some all-purpose glue at the same time when you're sticking that in there, it also strengthens it for you. So it is just as gorgeous when you open that up for the little surprise as it is on the outside. And of course you can use a piece of your ribbon and tie a beautiful bow on the top.
I love that it's flowery as well.
Sorry?
I love that it's flowery as well.
It is flowery. I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And those are really lovely. When you've got little pearls in, just make a nice little stack and put some little gifts in there. I like that.
What would you put in there?
Food. Chocolates.
Maybe some really nice, like Belgian chocolate truffles in there.
That would be nice.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
White chocolate one in the top and then some milk chocolate ones in the base. Yes.
Fudge.
Love that. Oh, fudge. Absolutely. Always fudge. Remember what you're getting in this collection. Of course, you are getting the double-sided box die and you are getting those gorgeous ribbons there as well. So you're getting both of those elements, which is absolutely fantastic. Remember as well that the die on its own should be way more than what you're actually paying for both that and the ribbon as well, which is fantastic, which is absolutely awesome. There you are, as you can see. Right, I'd like to show you next. I'd love. It's like we're like swans here tonight. It all looks calm on the surface. Oh, it's going underneath. Right, we're going to go back to these fabulous stamps and dies. They are the recipe ones and they are beautiful. So you've got this gorgeous one that's got the homemade hot chocolate recipe in there, which is fantastic. Sometimes they're a bit festive themed. We certainly launched them in the run up to Christmas. However, you can absolutely use these all the year round. Who's not going to love receiving a homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe? And maybe you could bake the cookies, maybe give the ingredients to them to bake the cookies. It's totally up to you. And this one here, which is a homemade fruit muffin, which just looks absolutely beautiful. You've got a tried and tested recipe there as well. And they are yummalicious, I'm told. £26.98 if you are in the UK. If you are across in the US, then you're looking at $20.42. £11. No, I've got the wrong one there. There's something else with the word cake in it. That's what I've got myself confused with. $26.98 or $35.98, $21.58 or $28.70 as a platinum member. So well. Right, next, we've got some gorgeous Chloe items for you in the show. Look at these. Check these out. Absolutely love this. You've got that wonderful stamp and die. You saw Leann demonstrate this earlier beautifully if you want to go back and watch that back. And then what you've also got is this beautiful love sentiment there from the Rose Gold collection as well. £13 or $15 if you want to get your hands on those. Now, oh, what a deal this is. I need you to get right in and have a look at this because, oh my word, look, check it out. You just want to, your finger right in there, don't you? It is, of course, and it smells. How does it smell so good? It is, of course. Oh.
Smells like shoe polish.
Oh, it smells wonderful. The gorgeous gilding wax, and it's coming along with the 2 embossing folders. So you've got this one here, which is Country Garden, and you've also got this one here, which is French Lace. So you basically pay for the gilding wax on one of the embossing folders. We send you the other one totally free of charge, which is brilliant. $18.98 or $26.94 if you want to go for that one. And then we have got layering stencils available for you on the show as well. Let me share these with you because they are absolutely awesome. So you've got the Love one just here, which you can create this kind of effect with. Also, you can use it as a stencil as well. As an embossing folder if you wish. Then you've also got the Seamless Argyle, which makes this, which I just think is really beautiful. I can't believe they're $5.59 or $5.56. They were $15.98 at full price. You're paying just over a third of that is what you're paying to get both of them. Brilliant value for money right there. Lots of you chatting away. Oh, Rosalind doesn't read the dictionary. What she says is, Joe, you're funny. When I read books, I have a dictionary for the words I don't know. I don't read the dictionary. I read with a dictionary. Sorry. Eek. Maddie says, I used to struggle to understand the difference between optimist and pessimist at school. Shannon says, we're having snow, freezing rain and ice all at the same time. How can it be snowing, freezing rain and ice all together? What a combination.
That's like Armageddon.
Sorry?
That's like Armageddon.
It doesn't sound good, does it? It's Natalie saying, as a kid with my mother, would read the Dictionary of the Thesaurus with my brothers and me. That's good education. Ro says she reads books on a Kindle and it allows her to look up the word whilst in the book.
Yes, I've got a Kindle and I do that. Doesn't that only work if you've got a Wi-Fi signal though? So sometimes if I haven't got my Wi-Fi signal, I don't think I can get the word.
But if you're at home, you can get the word.
I get the word, yeah.
How fabulous is that? I absolutely love it. Right, what would you like to do for us next,
So
Leann?
we're going to have a look at the layering stencils, and if I can encourage you to do one thing today, people, it's buy these layering stencils, because if only for this Argyle pattern, this is what I'm going to do, and incredible that 3 stencils can create something as spectacular as that in many different colourways. I absolutely adore. I'm amazed that it's here on the sale actually, because this particular layering stencil is my personal favourite of all time. Yes, I love Argyle patterns. Now I'm just going to show you my top tip for getting them in the perfect place. So I use a piece of white cardstock that is a little bit bigger than the piece that I'm going to use. And then I just use a pencil or a pen and I put 4 marks so that when I put my next stencil on, it's always in the correct place. And then what I do is just keep it still with a little piece of repositionable tape there, and that just keeps me nice and secure and organised and safe and confident that what I do next will work beautifully. So we just need to decide, as I've done here, do I want 3 rows of blue or 3 rows of yellow? Because I'm using the stencil with 3 spaces first. And actually on this one, because I've done 3 blue and 2 yellow, I'm going to do it the opposite way so you can see what it looks like. So I'm using my Lemon Tonic quick dry ink pad. You could use your pigment if you want to heat emboss it and have a shiny Argyle, and if you want a softer, more diffused look to your Argyle, which I'll just show you here, you can use your Harmony Water Reactive. So 3 different looks, nice and clean and crisp, quick dry, more soft and diffused, Harmony Water Reactive. If you want the shiny enamelled look, your pigment, and heat emboss it with clear after. So then we're just going to pick up the ink and daub it in. And easy peasy as that, Joe. And I'm just pouncing it in and making sure I'm getting a lovely, vibrant coverage on my cardstock. And I'll do that through all of those spaces.
Sally Bond said, here is a quote of the day that she just read. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter.
Oh, I would agree with that, Joe, you know.
I had one the other day, didn't I, which I liked. Don't let where you come from define where you're going.
Oh,
that was a good one, wasn't it?
I
made that one myself. I probably haven't. Someone said that at some point in the past, but I said it and someone said, we should write that down.
Yes, that is profound.
It is profound.
I really like that.
Yeah,
Do you know what? We should
one.
teach that to youngsters in school. That's a really good one, that.
Absolutely. Tiny says, my goodness, you two, not only in tennis, you're teaching us new words. What a class act. Love it. Nona says, Joe and Leanne, that is the 1+ point to reading on a Kindle. You can click on a word and then finding out all the information. Love finding out how the information originated. Nona's also got a box of Belgian dark chocolate truffles that she got for her birthday that she hasn't opened. And she also has the Argyle stencils, and they are gorgeous, and use them in pastels for female cards too. Great idea, Nona.
I like these for a golfing card as well.
Oh no, what? Sorry,
If
a golfing
if somebody
card.
likes to golf, doing it with this Argyle pattern is brilliant.
Is golf still, like, as a kid I remember my dad playing golf and golf being a big thing, and now I feel like, maybe it's just the company I keep, I don't feel like golf's really a thing anymore. I don't know anyone that plays golf. I don't really see any golf courses. Is there?
Yeah, golf's huge.
I mean, I see it on the telly every now and then.
My Peter
And they
plays
look like they're
golf.
having a lovely time. Does he play golf?
Yeah,
I played golf
loves
as a kid, but not since I was maybe about 9.
Well, that was interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Joe.
All right, burn. But maybe it is a big thing. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is it a big thing?
So I've put my my first layer stencil with my 3 yellows. Now I'm coming in with a stencil where I'm going to put my blue, and I've got my piece of double-sided repositionable tape, I beg your pardon, because I put my little guides in the right place with either a pencil or a pen line. See, what that lets me do is now get that in the perfect position. And you can see through the stencil where you want them to be, but sometimes it takes you a long time just to eyeball that. So just by having that little guide for yourself, by putting the little corners on and a little piece of card that is bigger, it really is very helpful.
Perfect.
So then you just change to another colour, another daubing tool, and do exactly what we just did with the yellow, but with a different colour. Oh, I love that colour. Look at that.
Oh, that's lovely. What's that one?
It's beautiful. This is Ocean Blue.
Oh.
Song in that.
There is. Well, there's a song by one of my favourite bands called Two Door Cinema Club, which is called Ocean Blue.
Oh, I've heard of them before from somebody. Not from you, though.
I think I might say this quite a lot and then forget I've said it. Yeah. And then everyone always thinks it's a different song by someone else, by Lighthouse Family.
Yes, Ocean Drive.
I think Charlotte and Johnny usually go, oh no, it's Lighthouse Family. But that's actually Ocean Drive. I mean, gosh, this is so... I mean, I really feel for you guys at home sometimes having to listen to us waffle on about these things.
The same jokes all the time.
I know. It's exactly what it's like. You're only here once in a blue moon. Honestly, you only hear it once. These people, our viewers, our community, our Crafters TV family, they have to put up with us all the time. You know, they put up with me 5 days out of 7 this week. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, I pre-apologise.
I can't think of anything better.
Ah, good save, Leanne.
There we go. So there's the blue on top of there now.
Beautiful.
And then I'm now going in with my stencil. And again, I'm using my little corners. This is the exciting bit. This is the bit I love, this last layer. So I'm getting that in place. And what I'm looking for is for the crosses to go through the Argyle pattern and then to get that in a nice cut. There we go. And then just pop that down with my repositionable tape. Keep it nice and still. And it's worthwhile taking the time to do this because you get a much more pleasing result at the end. And now I'm going to go with a really dark midnight blue. I'm going to turn that little dauber over and just pounce that through the little holes, and then we'll be able to do the big reveal.
How fabulous. And what colour is this one using here?
Midnight.
The midnight blue. Awesome. Mary says, thanks, Leanne, for demonstrating the sponge eggs. I received them in a goodie bag. Now I know what to do with them. Blending eggs, I call them. They're not called that, are they? Called mini blending sponges. Joe, please ask Leanne what is the difference between the gilding wax and the spectrum waxes? Techniques, uses and application-wise.
So gilding wax is a solvent base.
Right.
With real precious metal in.
Okay.
Real silver, real gold, real precious metal in. The spectrum waxes are a water-based metal imitation.
Okay.
So they're brilliant on cardstock. You'll get a metallic look, but it's not metal. So they'll work on cardstock, on porous surface is fine. They would not work on a non-porous surface. Your gilding wax will work on porous and non-porous. And you can like decorate photograph frames and, you know, chair legs, tables, glass worktops, anything you like with actual gilding wax, the Pebeo one, because that has solvent based and it has real precious metal in. Now I'm going to stop there, Joe, because obviously you could wait for me forever to do that whole stencil and we don't want to do that. And when I pick that up, I just need to get a couple more on that. You need to really push it through. So you see I'm giving it a good scrub. I think it's really important so you can see this, because I want you to see the dots as they come. And because I've got my hinge at the top with the double-sided tape, I can pick it up and check the result.
Nice.
And then I can go back if it's not quite as brilliant as I would like it to be and I haven't been pouncy enough.
You haven't been pouncy? Oh, make sure you are pouncy.
I can go back and
you need to be
peak
pouncy with these.
Yes. And so you'll build that up, and then once you've built it up, you will have this beautiful result.
How
it's
fabulous.
Gorgeous, isn't it? And then
Really
all you
lovely.
do is a little bit of daisies, a little bit of matting and layering, a twisted easel, top and bottom, and it creates something really, really pretty and quite striking, I think.
Would you ever take your ink pad and just rub it over it, or is that bad?
Bad.
Really bad, okay.
Just because you're going to waste, I mean, if you don't mind wasting a lot of ink and buying yourself a new ink pad, of course you can. But also, what will happen is, because of the holes in the stencil, what can happen is the holes in the stencil will rough up the surface of your ink pad, so it won't be nice and smooth anymore. It'll get, you know, as if you've dragged a knife on it, the rough holes on the stencil. And that means then when you come to ink up your stamps later, you'll get little missing bits.
Because great answer. I always wondered why that was, but I know there's a reason. So don't forget what you're getting in here. So you're going to get the seamless argyle, which is this one just here, and then you're also going to receive this one, which is your layering stencil, which is the sweet love there. So you've got both of those, $5.59. They should be the best part of £8 each. $5.59 gets you two of them, which is absolutely awesome. So do snap those up while we've got them. We must go back to the recipe stamps and dies because we must go back to the recipe stamps and dies because these are fast becoming the star of the show, Leann. So what you're going to get in here is you're going to get this one with a lovely hot chocolate on it, which I think is awesome. And I love the tag dies that you've got as well, because you can create lots of different sizes and styles of tags, whether it's tag ends or tag sides that you've got. So you've got two different options there. So you've got the hot chocolate one, you've got the one with the gorgeous chocolate chip cookies, and you've got the one with the fruit muffins on there. I love that you get the different size and style containers for them as well. $26.98 or $35.98 if you want to get your hands on those. As a platinum member, $21.58 or $28.78. So you're saving £33 or $45 as a platinum member, which is an absolutely incredible saving. It really is. Don't forget about those double-sided box dies as well. They are absolutely fabulous. Very busy on those two different sizes of boxes. And you're getting the caramel und creme organza ribbons in there as well, which is fantastic. Do you want to know what the other one is? Navy and blush. Marine and blush. Marine und blush. There you go. So now you know. You're all fluent German now. What we're going to go to next is the birthday card collection, which is this one just here. Now, what you're getting in here is you're getting this, which is the gorgeous double-sided die. Now, the double-sided die on its own, I do believe, is worth more than you are paying for the entire collection. It's actually worth a lot more. It's worth $19.99. We're going to give you, let me show you what this creates actually, because they are gorgeous. You can see here, that's what you've got there. These are the things that you can create with that. Then you've got a party die there as well, which is awesome. And how do you like your eggs? In a cake, duh. A $13.73 or $20.42 if you want to get your hands on that one, which is, I have no idea where anything is. Yeah, where are they? Where is it? Does anyone see where I put it? Oh, there they are. The birthday card collection, as a platinum member, 1102 in the UK, 1634 in the US. Loving that stencil card, says Suzette. It was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it? Really, really lovely. Remember, there's a great day coming tomorrow here on Crafters TV. Craft Vault with myself and Craig. I'll be popping up. Craig will be here with you with Morning Call in the morning. Then we've got a fantastic Craft Vault show, myself and Craig. I've got launch day with Sarah. Then I'll be back with Craig for Colour Me Happy in the Metallics, and then another Craft Vault. And then you guys get a bit of respite for me. I'll be off for a few days. Ben will be here with you over the weekend. I'll be back with you on Tuesday for Treat Yourself Tuesday, of course, as it is every Tuesday here on Crafters TV. Sam McDonald said, good evening, Joe and Leann. Just finished work. Well, I'm glad that you are in and done, Sam, and back with us, which is fantastic. Right. We're going to go over and have a look at the party collection in just a moment. Loads of you still chatting away. Don't forget as well, if you want to place an order, you can very easily. crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. Go over there and have a look on the homepage. There is a button that says Shop the Show. Shop the Show. So just click the Shop the Show button and you'll see all of the products that are there. Johnny, how many of the signature collections are left? There are less than 30 of the signature collections left to go around. If you've got your eye on it, I can't show you it again because it is going to go, and there's a lot of you with it in your basket. So I don't want to wind you up, basically, because there's more of you trying to get hold of it. Almost at that point where there's more of you trying to get hold of it than we actually have stock available. So do be quick for that. Don't forget as well, if you've lost it, if you've missed any shows today, you can go back and watch them back at any point you want over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu, and then go to the Crafters TV section of our show and you can watch all of them back, which is awesome. Don't forget, even if you're in the Craft Vault, even if you're shopping in the Craft Vault, you can still use your Club Inspired discount. In fact, here's Sarah to tell you all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire, a great club to belong to, helping you unlock even more discounts, which is absolutely awesome. Now, we're going to concentrate on that birthday collection for a minute. I know, Leann, you've got a fabulous demonstration you'd like to take us through here.
Well, we'll soon find out if it's fabulous, Joe.
They're always fabulous. Plot twist.
Now, what I've got here, we had that sentiment on earlier, didn't we? That quirky sentiment with how do I like my eggs in a cake dirt. Wasn't that on the Craft Vault this morning? Haven't we got that? So I've used that
It's in this bundle.
Is it in this bundle? Oh, fantastic, great. So I'm using the party sentiment. There we go. I've got a little double-sided cupcake die there as well. And I thought we'd have a look at how to make this great little stepper card with a vellum window so you can see the sentiment behind. So it then kind of disappears and reveals, a bit like magic. So I thought, let's have a look at how we can do that. Now, one of the things that you will notice here is, this is a card I had a while ago where I had that curved die that created the aperture for us. But actually, if you haven't got that die and it's not in your bundle, but you still love these sentiments, how do you get that aperture? So I thought I'd have a look at how to show you how, showing you how to do that with a craft knife as well. So to get myself ready, what I've done is get my stepper card ready to be folded. So I've got my stepper card, I've got my half fold, I've got my 2 folds here scored ready, so I know where they all are. And then in the middle here, I've stuck a piece of scrapbook paper onto the card. My matting and layering is already on there ready, and I've done that with Collal all-purpose glue. So I've got the nice structure to the card and it's dry. So if you're going to do this, let your glue dry. 20 minutes, half an hour, that's all. Then I'm going to get my die plate, and because I'm now going to go through with just a regular thin metal die, I'm going to go through a layer of cardstock, a layer of brilliant adhesive and a layer of scrapbook paper, which has all been glued together really firmly. I'm going to have my metal shim in there. And then I'm going to take my party sentiment and I'm going to line that up. And helpfully, I'm using a line from that gingham paper to keep it nice and straight. If you haven't got a gingham paper you're using a floral, for example, then use your ruler and find out where the line is just to keep it nice and straight. However, these dies look fabulous cut on the wonk. So you can do it really quirky and have it on a quirky line if you would like to do that as well. And then the piece that's going to come away is all of this space in an aperture that I cut. So I'm going to use a piece of repositionable tape and just keep that still. Then build my sandwich up on top and pop it through the Gemini. You can do the same with this with your junior plates. You can see there that that was a smaller die. I'm just using my Gemini because it's a larger concept card that I'm working on there, so it was taking most of the plate. Not because the die is big, but because the card base that I'm cutting into is larger. So you can choose smaller card, Gemini, junior plates in your Gemini machine or in the junior, no problem at all. Those dies will work. So when I remove my plates, what you will see now is, and I'll just remove my piece of repositionable tape on my die there, pick my die up, move that to one side. You can see the silhouette of the word party there, and I'll just show you by doing that, that it's cut through both layers really well and efficiently. If I pop this forward.
So that's probably the equivalent of a good 350 GSM, maybe even a bit more, would you say?
Absolutely. And there is the word party cut out for you. So it has cut that, no problem at all. That's the quality of our metal dies.
It's probably more than that, isn't it? What's the base card?
It's 300.
300. So probably 180, 480, 500, another 100 for the GSM. You're looking at about a 600 GSM, something like that.
Yeah, you are.
Wow.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Really
just
awesome.
by adding in the metal plate, but it shows you the quality of that die. Now, I'm not going to worry about getting this too central or staged or perfectly worked out for you. I just want to show you how. So I'm now using my ruler with the metal edge and my craft knife. And what I'm going to do is just come along an amount of space to start and build that aperture. And I'm coming along from the little line that was cut, just making, I'm getting that, I've got my knife in there once I've done it, just to make sure I've got that in the right place. There we go. And so I could feel, did you see that Y pop up when I did that? I could feel that I severed that little connection there. Just come along as far as you want, it doesn't matter how far. And then same on this side. In fact, I'm going to do it this way. Just to be careful with your craft knife. And what I do is, notice what I do is feel where that little bit is that's cut. I'm just going to pick that up to show you. That's where the die is cut. You can see the point of the knife. What I always do is feel where that is, and when I've got my knife through onto the glass mat below, so I know where it's at, I then bring my ruler up to it. So I know I'm going to cut in that straight line. So I don't try and line the ruler up and then get the knife on, because that's when you don't get it lined up perfectly and it gets on a wonk. So put your knife into the space where you want it, bring your ruler up, and then you know you're going to cut into that space. And just go through a few times. So you would do that, and that's cut a line there and there for the aperture. And then all you do is go around and join that up with your craft knife. Now, we did, once upon a time, have a die that did this for you.
I think we still had them very recently.
I don't know.
The arches.
The arches,
which we
yes.
sometimes do with the over the edge. We sometimes do them with the peekaboo characters. I think we did have a deal on recently, so I think we might still have those.
So if
on the
you
website.
have, that you would line your aperture up, and then obviously, look, you can see what I'm doing here with this craft knife. If you get those on the website, then that's going to make life a lot easier for you, especially if you're not confident with a craft knife. It's going to be fantastic for you. But if you don't want that and you want to cut your custom apertures, then you can do what I'm doing here. So I've still got a little bit caught in there.
They're in stock.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's just absolute kismet. That's what you need. So I'm going to just finish this line up here. And
Jill says, I'm going to try and say your surname, Jill, but it's a difficult one. Dejale says, love, love, love Crafter's Companion. We love having you here, Jill. We are nothing without our customers and our viewers, especially here at Crafters TV. It's lovely to have all of you in. I love how many of our customers watch every single show as well and chat away with us in every single one. Oh, that looks pretty good, Leann.
it's not bad, is it? And I'm not great with a craft knife. Sarah is Sarah Scissorhands, but of course, if you've got those arches dies, it'll make it easier for you. Or if you've got a craft knife and a ruler and you're competent with a craft knife and ruler, then absolutely you can do that. Then I would just fold my card in place. So there is my stepper, my half fold. Here is my stepper. Remember, it was already scored there and there. So that's made the stepper for me. I've got a piece of vellum here, which would go behind like that. Lovely. And then you stamp your sentiment behind there. And then what I do is I cut that die again from a bonny bright piece of card and just run it through the Xyron. You can use your dotty tape pen if you want. And then all I do is I line that over the top there. And then I've got that lovely party word pops, but I've got the perfect aperture and the perfect matte and layer because I've gone through the 2 layers of card, and then you can just decorate it with whatever you want to decorate. And of course you can use your stamp in the back so it comes through that little vellum window. So a quick and easy example of how you could use that, but I think shows you how you can get through lots of card with that die and how you can use the different things together.
Awesome. Really, really brilliant demonstration there. Oh, Mary says she just found her arches when she was looking for something else. There you go. Fabulous. 1373 if you want to get that. Remember the birthday die, the cupcake one. That would be $19.99 or $29.95 on its own just for that. So it's great that you've got that included there with the rest of the collection as well. So make sure that you grab that one. Right, shall I share with you some of the awesome stuff that you've seen so far in this show? We've got, of course, the Chloe item that's got the wonderful Love Rose Gold sentiment within there as well. £13 for that one. $18.98 or $26.94 gets you the 2D, 3D embossing folders with the gilding wax. You're only paying for one of the folders there and the gilding wax. The the hexagon double-sided box dies here, getting the free ribbon in there, £22 or $30 if you want that one. The collection that we're just showing you is this one here, $13.73 or $20.42. Also, the recipes here. We're going to have another closer look at these in just a moment. $26.98 or $35.98 gets you those. Hanging On, Buy a Thread, the signature collection. And I mean, there is less than 10 now left. Check that out if you want to get your hands on it for £8 or $13. We've also got the layering stencils available for you as well, which are these ones here. 6 stencils in total, $5.59 or $5.56 there is your price. Right, we're going to just recap again and have a little look at these, which are your recipe stamps and dies, as you can see here, which are fantastic. So you've got the one with the hot chocolate in here, Love and Hot Cocoa, Cuddle in a Cup. That's exactly what this feels like, doesn't it? So you've got those there. You've also got this one here, which is a homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe in there as well. They're definitely festive, these. Could be construed as festive, especially with some of the sentiments that are in here, but absolutely something that you could get, you could do, you could gift, you could make up, you could do the whole year round, which is absolutely fantastic. This one here as well is your homemade fruit muffin. as you can see, which is fantastic. $26.98 or $35.98. It's a half price deal on these. Of course, if you're a Club Inspired Platinum member, it's even better than half price. £21.58 in the UK, saving you $33.37. If you're in the US, $28.78 today, saving you $45.09. Which is awesome. We need to go and have another look at the layering stencils. Very busy on these. You're actually really loving these in our late night edition. Well, it's not late, but it is night. The evening edition. Well, it's not night everywhere because it's still morning, isn't it? Where in the US, it's only on the West Coast. It's only 11 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it? Yeah, it's only 11 a.m. It is, isn't it? Yeah, because 7 p.m. Well, it's coming up for midday. I'm not good with the times. And do you know what happens soon in 2 weeks? The times change in the USA and they don't change here.
Yes.
So rather than 5 hours difference, it's 4 hours difference.
Yes.
So
Until
this show will
we
be
change.
at 3 p.m. Eastern time, not 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. And then when we change,
it'll go back to normal.
when we spring forward, it'll go back to normal.
Absolutely. Oh, I mean, what a time to be alive. We've also got in here for you the Sweet Love as well. We also talk a lot about using this as an embossing folder, but you can see there how it has been used as an embossing folder, which I absolutely love. And of course, using it conventionally there as a stencil. You're paying less than a third for 2 of these. So less than the price of 1 to get you both, which I think is absolutely awesome. $5.59 or $5.56 if you want to get your hands on those. Have you got, you've got a few extra bits you'd like to show us there with that, Leann?
I have. I've got some of the lovely Argyle ones. Actually, it's a lovely collection because that lovely romantic one, that's going to be good if you get that now. It's Valentine's Day on Sunday, isn't it?
Might be a bit late.
Next year, though.
369 days to go until Valentine's Day next year.
Next year.
360.
And we might be all allowed out by then and actually be able to go out and hug and kiss people that we want to. So that would be lovely.
That'd be nice.
So what I've got here is an example of 3 using the Argyle, and there's 3 different things. So this is the one you've just watched me make, which was with our quick dry, and lovely, clean and crisp, very modern looking. I love that one. It's definitely my favourite way to use them, I have to say. I really do love it. And then this here, in a very different way, this is done with our Harmony Water Reactives. And then just blended around the edges, so you've got a little bit of vignette. So it's a lot softer in its look and feel, that one. And then you've got that lovely cheese sentiment and the little beer cup at the bottom. Brilliant for a masculine card, I think, Jo. And then this one I really like because what we've done here is use both of the stencils with the same colour. So you've got that plain blue Argyle in the background. You don't have to vary the colour if you don't want to. And I wish you had Feely Vision because then... there, you just seen. Did you see how it caught the light there? So what we've done is go through with the watermark ink pad and then some silver embossing powder.
Nice. And
embossed the dots, and they really feel very textural, lovely. So you can start to do lots of different techniques with them if you want to, actually, Jo. And vary the colours. I mean, the lady who sent a message in, pinks and lilacs will look exquisite. Do it in sorbet colours, like in your macaron colours, and have a real lovely pastel effect. That would be lovely. I love a macaron.
Love
I'm
macaron.
Hungry. I'm back to food again.
Oh, it's hungry time, isn't it? That's why I'm going on for roast pork and leeks tonight. Oh, delicious. Right, I'll share these with you. I just want to just quickly give you one more reminder. There's a handful of these. They are hanging on by a thread. You've got the awesome stamps in here. You're also going to get the stationery, the stylish stationery. You're going to get the tools of the trade, and you're going to get that awesome artist's palette in there as well. Mary says, thank you, Jo, Leann and the crew for a great show. Thanks Team Social as well. My iPad's just kicked me off right at the end of the show. How blooming rude. I mean, we were there ready to just say goodbye. And it's kicked me off. Stay with, because I'm resourceful, if nothing else. I've got it here. So fabulous cards and demos. Thanks, says Lynn. Mary says thank you, Jo, Leann, and the crew for a great show. Also thanks to Team Social and Crafters for all the great information as well. And Fred says yes, it's almost noon here in California. When are you back with us here on Crafters TV, Leann?
I believe I'm back next Friday.
With me. Craft along.
Oh yes, it's when we're doing the numbers.
Oh, are you doing Colour Me Happy as well?
I think I am.
Oh.
I think it's a full day.
Are you doing Craft Vault as well? Is it a full Leann day?
I think it's a Leann day again.
Well, how awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yes, so join us both. I might even do a bit of crafting on Friday. The gauntlet has been laid down by our viewers, so I don't really feel like I can get out of it now. So that'll be awesome. Don't forget to check out your baskets as well. If you want to place an order, it's not too late, of course. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Get yourself over there. Get yourself checked out. If you've missed any shows today, don't forget that you can go back and watch any of them at any time on our website, which is fantastic. Remember as well, Craig's going to be up with you first thing tomorrow, 9 a.m. here in the UK, which will be early doors for you guys stateside, but definitely catch up at a later date as well. I might pop up on that show. You never know. Massive thank you, Leann. Pleasure as always to spend the day with you. Big thanks to you guys at home. Thanks to the team through the wall in the gallery as well. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another full day of crafting. Take care. See you then.